Hello every pony, Dale over here. Warning, this video will contain pictures from Google that is not mine, and also warning it's going to contain my own personally opinion about stuff in My Little Pony. This is theory, so none of it is like canon or anything, so if you don't like stuff like that, click away or else stay. Yeah, here we go. So 3, 2, 1. So as you can see, I have a theory about this picture. Now, I think like these 3 monsters are the 3 evils that we now know. Or they're going to become these silhouettes, or how to say that. So I had this theory going on for a little while actually now, because like I have been thinking a lot about this picture. Where there's a flying monster, there's this big monster in the middle, and there's this pig-like or like a smaller monster in the end. And I was thinking about like the 3 evil ones, so T-Rex and Queen Chrysalis and Cozy Glow are going to become those 3 monsters. And I'll actually start with Cozy Glow, and which monster I think like she's going to represent or become. I think like she's going to become the small pig-like, or the one that was the smallest one. Because like I think what is going to happen when Grogar get his power of the bell, or how to say that. I think like the power of the bell is like turning the 3 ponies, or the 3 ones here, into the monsters that we see in that orb thing, or how to say that. I know like it was a flashback, but I think like there's something to it. And the reason why I'm thinking like Cozy is going to be like this small one that is again looking like a pig, or how to say that, is because like we talked about this in another thing in our React actually, where we talked about what if the bell actually makes them into their opposites, or like how to say that, their innermost fears. So Cozy Glow will become like old and ugly because like she thinks she's cute and adorable, or she will become something like that is ugly and nasty, like a boar or a pig in this case. So yeah, I think like that is going to happen to Cozy Glow, or she is like going to become something in those lines of what I said, with being old and like looking nasty. So yeah, that was it for Cozy Glow. Now Queen Chrysalis was a little bit more thinking about it, because like she could turn into all animals, and like I was thinking first like maybe she was the big one, but I actually think like she is going to become the flying monster that look like a bat and stuff like that. I'm going to show the picture lastly in this review, or how to say that, in this video, so you guys can see what I mean. Because like we were thinking, or I was thinking like she was going to become her reformed self, or she's like going to see what is going to happen to her if she revolved herself about like becoming good, or how to say that, and that would trigger her innermost evil. And I think like a bat or a flying monster could actually be a really good representation of that. The flying monster actually also reminds me a little bit of the eagle, or the buzzard, or vulture that is in Hercules. So yeah, that was a little bit interesting, but I really do feel like she's going to become something completely different. And I want to know what you guys think about that idea, with like her becoming the flying monster, and getting maybe more power of like becoming this smaller entity, or how to say that, where she like usually she's used to being like a queen and taking care of like all of her subjects and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. And lastly but not least, we have T-Rex here that is going to become the bigger monster. The monster that looked like this big thing. I don't know how to explain it. The silhouette, it looks more like mixture of a boar and a dragon and something. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but I think like lastly but not least, he's going to become that, because like we were talking in the review, or how to say that, the reaction, about like him being stripped from his power and like becoming small and weak. So maybe I'm going to mix up like Cozy Glow and the T-Rex in this situation. That could also be really interesting. Or T-Rex actually becomes the, flying monster, or how to say that. But the way that they look and like the way that they act, I think like they will fit onto like these tree monsters. And like of course, like yeah, we have like Grogar that is going to be himself, or how to say that, just like with the power of the bell, he has this almost shadow magic like Sombra has, or like, as I said, the celestial magic mixtured with the evil magic. So I think like that is the magic that is going to like be adjusting the evil tree into like the monsters, or how to say that. So yeah, I don't know if you guys like this idea, but I have been thinking about it for a while now, ever since I saw the first picture of like how they're like the background of what was happening in the old days with Grogar and all of that good stuff, like this picture here. So yeah, and the smaller one that looks like a boar or a pig is going to be Cozy Glow. The bigger one that looks like a crossbreed between a dragon and something else is going to be T-Rex, and the flying monster that looks like a bat or like something flying evil thing is going to become Queen Chrysalis. If you have any other suggestions to who is going to become what, please let me know in the comments down below. And I know like this theory is really out there because like, as I said in the start, it's only a flashback and we are not sure of anything. But I think it's interesting, like there's 3 monsters, but there's also 3 ponies. And I think like the 3 ponies that we see in this silhouette is actually the CMC. In old days it was probably some pony else, but I think like it is the CMC, because like there's a earth pony, there's a Pegasus, and there's a unicorn, and the only 3 like we know of, besides the main 6 and the pillars and the young main 6 that has a unicorn or like a pony and Pegasus, is the CMC. I don't think like the young main 6 actually have that. They have a earth pony and they have a pony that can become a unicorn or a Pegasus, but they don't have a Pegasus as far as I remember. So yeah, the only ones that it could be was the CMC, the main 6, 3 of the main 6 or 3 of the pillars. But I think like the ones that are going to save the day is the CMC, because I really want that. It's just a fan theory and all of that good stuff, but we really need to see them being vulnerable, and maybe like the main 6 or the pillars or the young main 6 are going to help them defeat these 3 monsters, because like I think like we need an episode where we are seeing that the CMC can actually help and do something is exceptional. It could also be their first map episode, like their Curie Marks Glimmer, and like they're going to be the ones having a guard between like the evil tree and the main six or the pillars or the young main six, because I have always thought like they're the protectors of magic with their shields and stuff like that. But I talked about that in other episodes, so I will not bore you with that here. I just hope that you guys had a nice time. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and loved ones. And that was actually all. Yeah, okay. Bye.